Kim? Salut les amis abonnés, bienvenue sur ok, The Hotel World. Hotel, je sais pas comment ça se dit. J'ai déjà fait un premier jeu. Correct. C'est PS5, même si c'est un jeu d'Xbox, c'est sur la PS5. On va prendre une cigarette. Non. Wow. Je suis pas Spider-Man pour faire des gestes bizarres, malgré qu'on n'a pas de caméra pour jouer des stupidités là. Oui, pas de caméra sur la Expedition 5. J'aurais pu en mettre un au moins, on m'aurait vu. Mais je suis pas fan d'acheter une caméra pour faire, sinon ça serait sûrement du YouTuber. Non, de toute façon, on me voit déjà ma tronche dans les anciennes vidéos de 7 jacasses québécois. Que ça, vraiment, ça reste sur ma chaîne YouTube juste pour regarder. Mais la plus grosse événement de contenu que je fais à ce temps, c'est juste ça, les gameplays. Ouais, les épisodes. Bon. Continue. J'ai déjà fait la première sur PS4. Vu cinématique, net. Pas net. Non ou nine dans les deux. Là, c'est correct. Je suis vu c'était correct pour moi. Ça va. Mais ça, la séquence, ça sera full proche. Nah. On va faire un paramètre en auto, parce que je sais que c'est à 90, mais j'ai la flemme de le mettre à 90 par moi-même. Donc là, automatique.
Welcome to the Outer Worlds 2. Any similarities to real-world dystopian corporate-branded hellscapes are purely coincidental. I'm the Moon Man. You might know me from such business entities as Spacer's Choice or its parent company, Universal Defense Logistics. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. But I won't bore you with how I became the galaxy's most beloved and recognizable spokesmoon. You're here to choose options from a menu. Well, have I got menu options for you?
Juste pour voir ce qu'il m'a donné, pas ça. Puis rien.
Ah, you're back.
Mais je suis revenu. C'est pas besoin d'y aller là.
Commander, we've been hit by one of those space anomalies.
Buddy?
And the piloting system is down.
Buddy?
The astrogator's gears are shot!
Get a hold of yourself. You're an Earth Directorate agent.
Affirmative, Commander. What are the orders?
Brace for impact.
J'ai oublié de mettre des subtitres.
Unable to brace for impact.
Pour ça,
Is it the end for Commander Zane and Buddy? Tune in next week to find out.
From one side of the galaxy to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side. Whether against corrupt corporations, tyrannical governments, or corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments. The Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists. So remember, if you or your neighbor's government has turned tyrannical or sold themselves out to greedy corporate interests, just commandeer a skip drone and send the Earth Directorate an SOS, and we will respond immediately.
Please allow 6 months to 10 years, depending on your proximity to the nearest Earth Directorate base and any unforeseen encounters.
Bon, on va faire mon poisson avant d'y aller dans les options, direct. Ouais, tu peut-être qu'on ouais. C'est quoi ça? Ouais, bien aimé la tête. Autant que c'est bien un. C'est quoi ça? Oui. Pagnon, c'est plus de nez les yeux. Pardon. C'est gratuit, éteint, putain. Ah, je viens de la trouver. Ok. Pas de fou parce que ça va plus bizarre. Bon, qu'on fait. Joking. Assez d'état. Ah. J'ai toujours joué ce genre de antécédent dans les jeux de vidéo. Je reviens, j'ai oublié. En réel, j'ai pas rien de ce genre, donc, comme antécédent. C'est juste dans les jeux vidéo que je mets ça. Mais je peux changer aussi. Notre piscine de même. Oui, je change. C'est hier. C'est...
Who is in charge of the mission? And how did this happen? What? We're recording. Make sure we edit that out. Commander, the reason your instructions have been kept vague until now is that your mission is not only of extreme importance, it is also highly sensitive.
J'ai une Red Bull finlandais qui est au moins plus petite que ma canette de lecteur Pepper, mais elle est finie. Que j'ai acheté au centre commercial.
This colony is outside our jurisdiction. We have recently
Au
discovered
Canada, au Québec, pas, je reste pas en tête.
dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. And without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No imported snacks, no aether wave cereals, no survival for the colonies. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives caused the rift anomalies. But please try to be more discreet than usual, because if you or
La discrétion, c'est pas mon truc, mon cher chef d'opération spéciale.
We cannot afford for this to turn into yet another intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action. Please follow it for once, will you?
Look, let's be honest here. You somehow managed to fumble your way through these things successfully. Let's just hope you're able to pull it off one more time.
Oui, ok. Désolé, c'est juste... Non, mais ça commence bien.
Commander.
T'es bon, t'es souvent, toi.
Hi. Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cause no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones. Yeah, impressive, huh? Way it seems to make everything move slower still feels a little weird to me, but they tell me I'll get used to it. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing. Didn't I just say? But this way, you don't have to risk extended hibernation. That can kill you, you know. The lab coats swear this way's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it. Because you all know so much more than me, and I don't want to mess things up. Pascal likes to joke around about everything. But I like it when she says it's all about looking out for those who can't defend themselves. But Sandoval, he laughs at that. Says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves. And that we got righteousness on our side. I didn't think you'd say that. Strikes me as a mite unsparing, but no, you're right. Why should a criminal get a second chance when their victim doesn't? Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't.
J'ai joué un petit peu mémorable, mais j'ai pris le dernier truc en descendant.
Top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her.
Ça veut dire que je suis patient souvent en mode
No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick.
Ok. Ok. C'est le tour de place pour sortir d'une place. Je suis encore au deuxième étage. J'ai un jeu de société que je connais pas le lieu. Ouais, j'ai déjà la santé en max. On va aller voir dans les... On va faire ça. Santé. Niveau de santé actuel du personnage et son montant maximal est appelé femme. Expérience, j'en ai pas encore fait. C'est ça que je cherchais. La compétence médecine augmente la toxicité maximale, ce qui permet d'utiliser davantage de fois l'habilité médicale de résistance à l'empoisonnement ou au résérarium et l'avantage de débloquer des investissants dans la médecine vous permet de démoyer davantage votre inhalateur, de dompter temporairement les créatures et d'utiliser vos armes corrosives. Un peu comme le... Voilà. Votre mot et votre... Ok. Moi, c'est pas ça que je voulais savoir. C'est sûr que... C'était pas les lieux là de l'ascendant. Je sais, c'est une religion, ça, dans le jeu, je pense. Petit rond. Oh. D'eau de céréales. J'ai pas savoir ça. C'est les. Et moi je trouvais que c'était plus rapide là, monsieur. L'effet bruit. C'est... Soit la bruit ou les casiers ou les bestiaires, un des deux. Je vais le prendre quand même ça. Une protecteur en haut à cette porte. Ouais. Ok. Salut.
Let's hear what this forward agent has to say.
C'est Pascal.
Let's hear what this forward agent has to say.
There'll be time for chat after the meeting.
Okay.
Call should come through at the console.
Vraiment des options. Ok. Eh oui, j'ai compris. Faut que je roule à faire, pas besoin de me répéter. J'ai été, oui là, j'ai été.
consequence of the mission we're about
Il aurait
to
pu m'appeler
undertake, I
TQ.
hope you'll forgive the lack
Ouais.
of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip core. Really? You're seriously unaware that if you try to unseal a skip drive, they explode? Doesn't matter. It's a lie anyway. The explosive seals aren't necessary for them to function. They're really just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad. Hopefully none. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed. Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs. I'm not so certain. They're relentless and well-armored. They may surprise you. I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here. I'll speak however I choose. Do you know what I've sacrificed? What I'm prepared to sacrifice still? I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I don't need a team led by some confused fool more suited to running a cash register than a secret mission fouling it up. Yes, of course. You were in command here. I apologize if I allowed my nerves to get the better of me. It will not happen again. I promise you. I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
La tête qu'on dirait que je suis avec un masque pareil.
on which it is built, which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just...
Commander, Ibarra and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
Lui, il commence à m'énerver la télé.
Failure will be met with severe consequences.
Regarde.
Agent DeVries's orders still stand.
That smell. Did a sprat get flash fried in here?
Security's been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
You two, yeah. Expiring without permission will result in demerits being...
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own. Always a good idea to have a cover story.
Et là, bon, avant de voir dans ça ici, c'est quoi qu'il y a de bon? Là, pis... Oh, mais la femme, toi! Faut-tu télé?
In the machine that keeps us productive. I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock upon which our system. But even I can't succeed alone.
C'est sûr que j'ai pas la costume. J'ai pas oublié les séclats, ça.
Cadet Warden 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. How can I serve? Wait a moment. You're calling from landing pad 0-53? That's listed as decommissioned. And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID number so that I may report you for this infraction. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail. Mallory? Oh, now I understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment? No! I mean, yes! Of course I would. Willingly. Were I to fail to adequately fulfill my duties to the Sovereign and the Protectorate, I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject. I can't do that. I mean, I would, it's just... You know what, though? In your condition, you're unlikely to even remember this discussion. So it should be of no consequence to me. I will disable the defenses for you, Maori. But in the off chance you happen to recollect any of this, I beg you never speak of it. And please, do not go around pressing any buttons or fussing with any more whatsits. You wouldn't want to be sent back to... I mean, reassigned Again?
Mike, slick how you fooled that guard, Commander.
Let's not waste time congratulating ourselves. Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security concurrently.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other. Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Shoot a couple for me, will you? Ibarra and I'll take security ops, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
So long as nobody pulls us into their trouble. Any Protectorate goon who gets in our way won't be left alive to tell the tale. Like you told me, Commander, no mercy.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Ibarra's enthusiasm here, or DeVries' concerns over fluidity, I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
Pascal, ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into security ops. You know, nice and quiet like.
Oh, you gonna school me on some of that newfangled academy training of yours? So long as it don't result in us being unceremoniously shot. Suppose I could hear you out.
Being shot's certainly part of it.
Surely you don't think it's anything untoward. A surprise appraisal of our confidence is more like it. Moving to safety.
Ouais, au moins. On peut pas trop dire.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. Been dealt with. You should have seen it. Wasn't pretty.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the sector.
We're close to the airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal.
What? There's something wrong with the airlock?
Sabotage the transformer to disable the failsafe. This will allow you to open the door and proceed. I left the manual in the locker to your right in case you need it.
You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the cog in the machine that keeps us productive. I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock upon which our system is built, but even I can't succeed alone. And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
the manual override in the control room as soon as you can.
Beloved subjects, we all know that a structure is only as strong as its basest elements, the dirt on which it's built, which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a machine. You are the... strong as its basest elements, the dirt on which it is built, which is each and every one of you. Yes. You are not just taking grenade away. Invader neutralized, restoring the balance.
Encountering more opposition over here than DeVries said we should. Nothing too serious, but any distraction you can provide would be helpful, Commander.
I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock upon which our system is built, but even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent, and remember, failure will be met with severe consequences. Beloved subjects, we all know that a structure is only as strong as its basis. The dirt on which it is built. Each and every one of you.
Calms her down. This is going better than I expected. The nearby elevator will take
Oh, mais faites un saut, lui.
I'll see you and your team soon in the skip labs.
Come on out. I give you my word. We can resolve this like decent people. Agitators!
Lui est plutôt elle.
Give us a minute. Something's not right.
Donc t'as parlé ça, les à haute voix.
Commander, what do I do? Everything was fine, and then... Oh, I think Pascal's hurt. I called out to her, but...
There is a 90% chance Agent Pascal is trapped under rubble. 87% chance she is mortally wounded beyond help. 85% chance she's deceased.
I don't understand. Everything went bad so fast. But we can't stay here. The mission. We've got to complete the mission. But I thought you told me to look out for myself. Be merciless. But... I knew you were just saying that, Commander. We need to look out for each other. I'm just a bit dizzy at the moment. I'm sure it will pass. I sure hope I find her before the Protectorate sets their lamps on us.
Issuing urgent reminder. Time is of the essence. Please continue on to the Skip Labs to complete the mission. This unit will assist Agent Ibarra in his endeavors. Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Ibarra's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent of Reed.
Ne mange pas, moi je l'ai retiré, moi. Il était mortel.
There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. It doesn't change our mission. We have no choice.
Arrêtez de gaspiller mes munitions, moi j'en ai 191. Vous m'avez fait un sauveau. But, surveillant. Désolé. Pumping station. Cas d'accès à la station de pompage, ok? J'ai pas le truc de crochetage. C'est comprenable. Pourquoi ça marche pas mon affaire?
Hey, you there! Come over here at once! What are you doing here? Why aren't you at your post? Has this whole facility gone mad? Something has transpired at Central Dispatch. I've heard gunshots, screams. I fear we may be under attack, but how? This is the Sovereign's Arcadia! I've attempted to raise anyone within the sector, but communications are completely down. And there was that explosion. Please, tell me you know what's happening here. You traitorous swine! You shan't get away with this! I mean, Matriarch, be my witness. I won't allow you to get away with this! Let us just see how you fare against the entirety of this sector's automechs!
Comment si je me prépare avec tes...
You shan't prevail, fiend! Why do you persist in tormenting me? Leave me! I prefer my final moments of lucidity to be peaceful.
Pression l'esthétique de dystopie de BioShock, un peu ces coins-là. Salut. Ah, ok, ça c'est pas descendre ou monter.
Take the lift behind you and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station.
Et comme de ta façon de parler à moi, M9. Ok, ben monter ou descendre? Je pensais que c'était pas descendre. Juste par curiosité. Ok. On descend pas. On monte parce que ça empêche la descente. C'est pas monter. J'ai rien contre les statues. Faut-tu plante qui me fait des sauts, je l'ai vu tout à l'heure. Ben voyons. Cigarette, souvent un truc religieux. Fictif. C'est pas dans mon genre de truc religieux que j'aurais rejoint dans un jeu vidéo. Celui que j'ai vu tout à l'heure. Ce fameux officier Alderman. J'ai pas d'autre. Ben il a détruit ce truc. J'aurais arrêté de gaspiller mes munitions, j'en aurais pu. Me faire pas des sauts pareils. Hey, je suis pas fausse là. C'est le truc que je sais pas ce que je fais dans les chiottes. Il y a d'intéressant. Ah, pas de. Du tissu et de la colle, ou je sais pas trop quoi, j'ai peu de temps de l'œil.
Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive. Don't worry about us. Just get to DeVries and liberate that core.
Tout ce que ça fait, c'est jeter dessus. Ça fait strictement rien. Ça, c'est tout salé, non. Ça, je le vends parce que c'est pour ma spécialité. Ça aussi. Ça, je sais pas c'est quoi ces cartouches. Je le garde. Ouais, ça, j'en ai pas besoin. Ça là, effrayant, c'est quoi un aimant qui est effrayant? C'est quoi qui était effrayant de cet fucking aimant? Désolé, mon langage. Je le vends. Aussi. Non. J'aurai pas besoin de munitions en tant que telles. Ouais, c'est juste. Un nombre d'auto. Le débit est utilisé dans les colonies. L'auto est débit, c'est ok, correct, c'est l'argent. Si je gage. Ouais, ben là. C'est quoi je bois pour mon argent dans ce truc? Non, c'est pas l'argent. Ah, des crédits. Les octos, je sais même pas c'est quoi. Ça? Non. Ah! Ça, c'est des câblettes. Ouais, enfin, bref. Elle a une arme spéciale, mais on peut pas la vendre. Ça aussi. Ça va, c'était des gardes.
Mechanical shop, turn the...
You. C'est pas fouillable ces robots là.
Right? You were supposed to be dead already. How is it possible you keep stumbling your way through things that would kill a more competent agent, and then emerge unscathed on the other side? It's infuriating. It's an embarrassing miscalculation on my part is what it is. No matter. It's one I'm about to rectify. You think you can bait me with insults? I am a better agent than you could ever hope to be. Not that it matters. Very shortly, nothing will. Let me put this simply. Simple enough for even you to understand. The grand plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it. Your righteousness is as unamusing as it is misplaced. I have no expectation to live through this either. Are you finished with your pithy threats? I'm loath to step on your big moment, but we are out of time. Farewell, Commander.
Sovereign's family has been killed during Rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been lost.
I
unidentified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your men.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
But what do I mean by more high?
You're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know what usually happens to someone left in suspended animation that long.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. Oh, I never should have stopped looking. I can't face the commander right now, not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Yeah, bud.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical. This unit is not programmed to judge the activities of off-duty agents. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander. Say,
Well, normal.
Assessment complete. It appears you experienced some changes while in suspended animation, but nothing of concern. This unit will update your records accordingly. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately. Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Auntie's Choice invaded Arcadia. Auntie's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years. Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions. Agent DeVries did indeed survive Horizon Point. This was confirmed when she brought down the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. This unit has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regiment since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again and routinely changes his clothing. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him.
Débugger. Ah. Two stars. Nucléaire de vaisseau, ok. Moi ça mène où? Ça mène à la même place. Non. Un petit bureau qui sert strictement à rien. Encore un coin. Je sais même pas c'est quoi ça sert cette pièce. Ah, niaiseux du coup. Là, il y a Taki Wolf là-dedans. Je viens de casser sur les chambres. Ça sert à rien. Waouh. Ça c'est...
Years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing her whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. More like 9 and change. And a rough 9 years at that. But who's counting? You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I mean, I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the rift, and Agent DeVries' survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her.
Acts of unprovoked violence are not sanctioned by the Earth Directorate except on occasions of premeditative self-defense.
She's gone to ground now, but as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox Relay Station on Paradise Island. She'd have followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. Thank you, Commander. Means a lot coming from you. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than insulting her Protectorate communications hub.
J'ai l'impression que le drapeau de l'univers me fait penser un peu Star Trek, mais c'est pas Star Trek.
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander. Tampering may result in damage to the container's contents. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander. Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is currently forbidden from unlocking containers, safes, and bathrooms in use. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Auntie's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander. Final recommendation. The second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie. An upgraded Valerie unit will boost the team's overall level of effectiveness by an estimated 87.3%. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience. Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally. Your ability to conceal
homicides has also been increased by 85.9%.
Can't get that Andy's Choice jingle out of my head. Hey, if I start humming it, you do what you gotta. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure, always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Nouvelle.
Error. Currently unable to access customary greeting bank due to routine internal maintenance. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
There? That'll be the Vox relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or hanged on sight.
And that's why we're headed to Fairfield first.
Mm-hmm.
Got the rest of sounding glib? That ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
Confronting.
Une affaire que je comprends pas dans le jeu, c'est ça. Qu'est-ce que ça fout dans ce jeu, ce nom-là? Là, je peux pas l'avoir, mais je fais juste là. Vous pouvez pouvoir récupérer le cœur des mains, tuer chaque de ces trophées pour apporter un bonus de 2 points de santé max, les chances. Ok. Ça, je vais le prendre pendant la diffusion. Et lui, je vais le prendre, c'est sûr et certain, parce que moi, je suis passé en animateur de différence. Et lui, c'est trop. Bon, on va voir ce que j'ai de bon. Chasseur de trophées. Ça va. Ninja, c'est pas trop mon truc. Compétent. Ah, scheiße. Ok, c'est les avantages. Compétence. Ah, ça peut des fois me trompe de bouton. Ça, c'est sûr, parce que j'utilise souvent les armes à feu. La médecine aussi. Et la science, je vais tout prendre les zéros avant de tout commenter mes affaires. Pour lui. Donc ça arrête jusqu'à l'observation. Appliqué. Allez voir sur la carte. Est-ce que c'est comme assez? Ah, c'est quand même assez. Mais de toute façon, c'est un open world, j'ai joué au show au premier. J'ai jamais fini, par exemple.
Whoa there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Earth Directorate, huh? Like, from the serials? Thought Arcadia was outside your jurisdiction. Any folk native to this place sure wouldn't have ever heard of you. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else? I'm away from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them? Damnation. I had a friend on that detail. He always carried this, keepsake. You didn't happen to find it, did you? I'd normally think you some sort of unfeeling monster for a remark like that. Combat can do funny things to one's gray matter. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them, there's a bounty for it. Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it. What? You been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course. Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left. Watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane. Once again, welcome to Fairfield.
Me fais un saut, toi. Pour lui. Ça m'a fait un saut que je me suis réveillé. Putain, c'est un compagnon dans le jeu.
I'm here to spread unfettered free trade, not chew the fat.
Je ne suis pas si gros que ça dans le jeu. Santé, médecine, ça doit être une maison. C'est que je pensais ça se ressemblait à quoi une maison. Pas besoin de prendre un peu. Je comprends pas toujours c'est quoi ça sert. Non, ça doit être ça là-bas. Pour fouiller dans les poubelles, vous allez me tromper de nom.
Holler when you're ready for me, Doc. I'll be over here. Don't mean to sound unsociable, but you might not want to stand so close. The bleeding ain't contagious, but it ain't slowed much neither. I'd hate to bleed all over you. Wouldn't mind conversating a bit, though. Anything to take my mind off the pain. Oh, it stings.
This unit is not permitted to operate within corporate-owned medical facilities without said corporation's consent. Non-legally binding reassurances, however, may be offered.
Reassurances, you say? Like what?
Deploying reassurance. Do not worry. You will be fine.
I guess that's something. Look at me, drawing comfort from a drone after being attacked by one. Funny world, ain't it? I was on sentry duty, bravely surveying our perimeter for threats, when a Protectorate drone attacked out of nowhere. Third time in as many days. I returned fire like it was a cereal. Bang, bang, bang! Pew, pew, pew! Oh, not excessively, of course. Don't want Auntie taking that extra ammunition out of my paycheck. Again, it was all going fine until the damn thing blasts me while I'm reloading. Mighty uncourteous, you ask me. Trooper Faulkner happened upon the scene just then and dispatched the drone before it could finish me off. No idea where these drones are coming from, but Faulkner's been having a time of it lately. Be nice if someone helped out, but Carr's hands are tied. Lack of resources, I guess? As for the rest of these fine folk, they were attacked by Protectorate while defending the forward operating base. Imagine the base is probably hurting for warm bodies just now. Only one of the most lucrative posts a soldier could be assigned to. Hazard pay through the roof. The FOB's our main line of defense. The only thing stopping the Protectorate from sending their legions over that bridge of theirs and attacking us here in Fairfield. The man in charge, Commander Torres, is a legend. Rumor has it his troopers are relentless, fighting through wounds that would kill most. What I wouldn't give to join his outfit. Well, when you put it that way, maybe I'll stick with sentry duty for now. I'm sure I'll find some other way to climb the rungs. It's all a moot point till I can get this arm of mine mended. Poor Doc Barnes is working himself to the bone trying to take care of us, but he's only one man. I suppose it could be worse. At least Command's not throwing us at that relay station. Can't imagine the casualties he'd be dealing with then, given all its defenses. Well, Cole's got the saloon up and running now. World always shines a little brighter after a few swigs of Spectrum. I don't know. You some kind of doctor type? Well, all right then. Just hope you're not squeamish.
That don't exactly inspire me with confidence, but I'll take a hopeful prognosis over the alternative any day.
How do you eat Purpleberry Crunch? Real warrior?
I must ask you to hold still.
My liver ain't the lily kind. Tell it to me straight, Doc.
The bullet shattered your tibia and all but demolished your gastrocnemius muscle. Due to the risk of infection, I have to abscise
Ah
your
ouais,
leg.
moi c'est ça.
There is good news, however. I recently enrolled in a course on advanced amputation techniques, so I'll be seeing a positive return on my investment sooner than expected. Don't be obscene. I have on hand a perfectly adequate tranquilizer to manage any flailing.
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be after all this, Doc? Don't suppose there's a discount for only taking a portion of the leg?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer. A kind, if naive offer. Unless you have thousands of bits to burn, any amount you could provide would be a drop in the tank at best. My services do not come cheaply.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc. Can I have a moment to noodle on it?
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway. Sweet merciful law, as if I haven't enough to contend with than some would-be resurrectionist coming around. What's next, a giant station falling out of the sky to crush us all? In case it isn't apparent, I'm having what might be called a day. A whole platoon of soldiers decided to get themselves all shot up defending the forward operating base. And then there's Erickson. Something happened with a drone, I don't know. You'd be better off speaking with him about it. Oh, good lad. But he's mistaken. It's not more hands I need, but resources. Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers. I am a doctor, not a magician. I cannot manufacture coagulant from the aether, neither do I possess the special training to improvise with what supplies I have on hand. Now, was there anything else? Oh, certainly. Right after I see to all these other patients who arrived before you. Such hysterics would not endear you to me, no. It had better be important. My stimulants cost a premium, but take enough and you'll see the architect. At least that's what I've heard. Take this admonishment with all the professional affection a physician can legally administer. In future, you might consider moving away from bullets instead of into them.
But without my leg, how am I going to climb the ranks?
Literally, probably not very dexterously. Metaphorically, well, that depends on your own initiative, doesn't it? Excuse me, I'm in the mid-
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer. While you're in my office, I'd ask that you do not discourage my patients from acquiring the necessary funds to save their lives. Thank you.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc. Can I have a moment to...
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway. At the moment, yes, it's only medical, Doctor. We also have Dr. Tinsley, but let's just say she's in a different discipline altogether. I'm on my own then, more or less. In case it isn't apparent, I'm having what might be called a day. A whole platoon of soldiers decided to get themselves all shot
Il ne peut des grenades, il m'a tiré d'amour, désolé, mais il ne peut.
And then there's Erickson.
Pas pourquoi tu fais tes griffes, il ne peut.
I don't know.
Regarde-moi pas de
You'd
même.
be better off speaking with him about it.
Bon, c'est ça, oui. Mon tiro d'amour à son papa d'amour, ouais. Pourquoi tu me gardes d'amour? Non, mon tiro d'amour, qu'est-ce que tu fais? Désolé, je peux aller à mon chat. Ben voyons. Ah ouais? Il n'y a pas de tiroir. Oh.
Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers. I am a doctor, not a magician. Now, was there anything else? Some. Most still tout the all-healing nature of Protectorate medicine. But despite that, they're surprisingly amenable to accepting treatment.
They ain't grown up with the right to dissent. Probably wouldn't even occur to them to turn down poison if you told them to take it.
Good thing I don't prescribe poison then. Normally. In truth, I expected more resistance given the sudden transition. But I'm not one to complain of a headache I don't have.
I'd say welcome back, but I reckon a clinic's likely the last place any of us would choose if we had the choice. If you're here for the doc, hope you ain't in any kind of hurry. Wait's still on the long side of short.
You've returned. Now let me fetch some clean gloves. I'll do it later. I'm still quite busy, so make this quick if you please. Here are my supplies.
We are currently experiencing longer than normal waiting times. For expedited treatment, medical forms 49F, 87B, 93D, and 107...
I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Avoid it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, a good man. Tracked him to Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Don't much help to stay mired in it, neither. I think this will help me move forward. Val tells me the same. Well, not in those exact words. Usually more like, long periods of rumination may impede one's health. This unit recommends Agent Ibarra develop a hobby. Has the agent considered soap making? After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks.
Ça va pas besoin de faire une voix chelou, nul. Nice.
For Zeb, as it turned
Je sais
out.
pas comment dire ton nom.
He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. Resistance is a mite strong. Wasn't like he was part of some greater movement. He avoided speaking out of line, but he was already spinning up discontent by the time we met. Not sure he'd see it that way. Not anymore. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's Arbiters and Sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Figure you say as much, but I'll admit, after 10 years in this colony, it's getting harder to argue an opposing view. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for trouble. That's the last I heard of him. Till recent. If it weren't for Zeb, I'd be in the ground. It's a debt I never properly repaid. Plus, I don't relish his last memory of me being a vanishing act. I owe him better. And since finding you, well, a lot feels possible now that didn't before. Well, don't spare my feelings none. Like I said, I know we've got business elsewhere, but I wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important. Just, if you're going to be heading over to Westport, let me trail along, all right? No offense to Val, but anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see. Mark my words, when my deal comes through, I'll have enough bits to own this place.
And she'll give you some new
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? So you can understand my situation then. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out. It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield?
The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike.
While exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed a heretofore unexploited advanced protectorate technology. Couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one,
That it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's Choice citizens.
typical research type, focused on all the wrong things. Not particularly motivated by competition or social advancement. Strange bird. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire tossball card collection for schematics or a prototype. Said sure. Complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine. Got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it. Don't want to bargain none? Might suspicious, you ask me. Like maybe I ought to end this here conversation. Commerce is our way. The exchange of products and services allow for straightforward, comprehensible motivation. So let's just stick to that, shall we? I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later. Splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove.
It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here, near a mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics. Well, the broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarper up it in a jiffy. From there, it's just up the hill a smidge. So close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow. Truth is, haven't the slightest. You know the Protectorate have all the most advanced technology, though. Probably something straight out of an Aetherwave serial. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter translocation. It could be anything. If Jackson's all fired up about it, it'll be beyond comprehension, I'm sure. All right, then. Don't let me keep you.
On va peut-être faire ça avant de faire ça. Ça c'est déjà terminé. On commence ça. Ouais, c'est où ça? Ah, je peux pas faire ces deux-là, ok? Ça, je sais même pas c'est où elle se porte. Bon, c'est quoi que... C'était quoi ça? Yo, mon ami,
Being this close to DeVries, anyway. Need something, Commander? Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before now. We ought to start there.
Ouais, droit de prison. Je sais pas pourquoi je viens de faire ça, peut-être juste pour voir.
Sequencing attack strategy.
Oh!
Injuries. How may this unit assist you, Commander?
Non, mais attends. 3 dessus ça?
Can't believe some of those protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-better.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got electric.
Choice. Remember, store this stuff? They must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor.
You're thinking too small, Murph. I'd put money on the Protectorate stashing treasure inside. A whole pool of bits enough to swim in.
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And certainly not some kind of gold-filled swimming hole. Besides, these Protectorate lack imagination. Never had an original thought wasn't written down for them first. Like I told you before, it's probably just guns.
We've tried everything short of skipping a ship through that door to get inside. Though, come to think of it, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Don't encourage him.
Fine. Skip drives out. Say, maybe we could commandeer one of them tractors out in the field instead. That could plow through the door.
In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war. And hard to say whether we're winning or not. Better question is why no one else is treating this like a top priority. In any siege, advantage goes to the defenders. Right now, the Protectorate still has control of the bridge to the Vox station. That station is the key to taking Paradise Island. When, Officer Carr ever gets the go-ahead, we need to be ready. Right. With all our new trainees, we've got the numbers. But bodies won't mean diddly without the weapons and equipment, hopefully inside that armory.
If there are any weapons at all, I still say it's treasure. This is Eden after all.
You've made your case, Kemp. I'm more interested in hearing the opinion of our new friend here. What do you suppose is in there?
Don't that strike you as a touch simple? And anyway, why would the Protectorate lock up everything they'd need to fight back? Unless they were trying to keep it from an invading force. Saying it aloud's altered my opinion somewhat. Fine. It's possible. I'll grant you.
I don't see it mattering much either way. That door is sealed tighter than a salt tuna can. Nobody's getting through anytime soon.
Oh, really? Why didn't you lead with that?
Ordinarily, I'd question how you came about such a unique skill set. But circumstances being what they are, have at it. Just know we're keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, oui, toi. Comment tu veux que je croche? Yeah. J'entends ton voler. Puis c'est crime.
Have you two come to mock me like your fellow dullards? Perhaps if you rub together your only 2 brain cells, you might even come up with something approaching cutting. No. Wait. You're not some corporate simpleton, are you? On the contrary, you have the manner of an officer about you. Someone who understands the substantive weight of command. It's in the way you carry yourself, like a ship with the slightest amount of drag. You've seen death, suffered defeat. Did you perhaps lose soldiers in a battle recently?
Hey, Commander, maybe we don't go airing our intimates to captured enemy soldiers.
Your friend is right. You have no real knowledge of me or my character, but perhaps we can amend that with an introduction. Please, allow me to start over. I am Warden Sterling, dedicated servant of the Protector of Arcadia and Caretaker of Worlds, the Sovereign Henry Varick. And if I did? What a strange argument. Obviously, I would prefer the contents of the armory remain with the Protectorate, but circumstances being what they are, perhaps you're right. We need more privacy before continuing this conversation. Go to the back of the building, and I shall meet you at the window of my cell. I'll be waiting.
Et y'a mon Dieu, décor qui me bloque. Tu vois, je vais t'arranger quand je vais avoir assez de compétences pour réparer cette foutue truc là-bas. En ça sent. Oh, pas d'arrêter où.
We should be able to speak freely here without the risk of being overheard. There is an entrance on the roof by which you may gain ingress. Had these 2 dolts bothered to do even the most cursory inspection, they'd have found you. I leave that to you to discover. Be grateful I offered you this much. That is all I have for you. I must recuse myself now, lest I draw undue attention and be subjected to another lecture on the benefits of the free market. Goodbye, and pray we never meet outside this constabulary. I will, of course, be required by duty to meet you as an adversary under such circumstances.
C'est facile à grimper, espèce de nono de goût. Hein, on doit attaquer haut. De toute façon, pas grave. Hugo, au Takio, ça va. Mais ça va être mon deuxième surnom sur YouTube, ça serait Hugo Saki, malgré c'est pas mon nom complet, mais je préfère mieux me faire appeler Takio.
Whoa! How in the blazes did you get in there? Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned, too. A bit lackluster, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I wonder about you. And of course, we have you to thank. That sure was an impressive display of ingenuity and forward thinking.
Hey now, you try getting assigned to a post you ain't remotely qualified for.
Don't bother, Kemp. They're just trying to rile you. Not sure why, after you've already gone to the effort of helping us, but then I suppose some folks just come out mean.
I guess the real
Appreciate
treasure
your
were the
help.
guns we found along the way.
These weapons are gonna save lives.
Je vais faire ça.
On our side, anyway.
Déjà, je sais pas. Ça, je vais pas comprendre tout l'instant, donc on va faire celui-ci. Après lui, et après on va y aller, voilà.
Lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here. He's protectorate defector. Not sure how I feel about that.
No signs of corrosion. Exhaust manifold still warm.
Putain, je peux quand même me réparer ce truc.
I can't help you if you don't tell me what... You just stopping by to admire the mines? Or is there something I can help you with? See this system here? It deploys extreme countermeasures against overhead attacks in the form of aerial explosives, oft referred to as sky mines by those who prefer brevity. However, the whole thing is currently non-operational. Some problem with the lifting mechanism. No lift means no sky mines. No sky mines means the enemy can blow in like a bad sail, and we'll all be passing in our bits before you can say, gee, nice weather we're having today. Truth is, maybe I could use some help. But if you mention this conversation to anyone, I will deny it ever took place. I'll be over there if you need me. Way over there. Should clear the blast radius at that distance. All right, so you got her working. Bully for you. No, sorry, you're right. You did me, and all of Fairfield, a good turn here. Just thought I'd feel more relieved when the launcher was working again. There's just this weight in my chest won't loosen. Worry gunking up my inner workings. Protectorate could launch an attack from that Vox station anytime. What if the mines aren't enough? You know what? You're right. Now that the system's fixed, no point lollygagging around here. Plenty still needs doing. Just need to find the right project. Here. Managed to cobble some frags together from a damaged mine earlier. Who knows? Might get you out of a pinch one of these days. And seeing how expertly you worked, you may as well take this armor modification too. I'm sure you'll have an easier time installing it than I would.
Ask them defectors if they miss anything about Protectorate life.
10 bits, they said community.
Yep.
This stretch runs between Fairfield and the... Put it in a memo.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the dang Crobbles ran us out of the desalination.
Scout report. Yes, sir. Looks like the... Move along. Sorry. Time is bits. Bits is time. Or are, that is.
Physiological cues indicate acute cantankerousness in nearby armed guards. A stealthy approach is suggested.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get
State.
Sit or sprint? Typical predicament. For an anti-bottom runger like me. Wish I never snuck in here to begin with. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Nah, it was a great idea. So much stuff for the taking around here. Mother
Yeah.
loot. Get me back in the sprint race. Just didn't account for all these crabbles.
Okay.
Fly in the old ointment. I could just sit tight.
I haven't felt this high
Lean
strength
off all
since
these
Horizon Point.
supplies. Hope the crabble skedaddle.
Here.
Or maybe open the door and bolt. Seems like a good idea. Nah, it's a great idea.
Attempting to disrupt.
Howdy, Zeb. You look...
Has my mind been set upon by shadows? I thought you dead.
Can't imagine why you think that. I've only been gone 4 years.
Oh, back from your little saunter then, are you? Head all cleared? I must say you took quite the perambulation. I hope you didn't wear out your rotation adapters.
Zeb, this is the commander I told you about. One in charge of the Horizon Point mission.
So you're the one responsible for the severity of Niall's injuries. You ordered him to remain behind on a fruitless recovery effort.
Way to see the tank half full there, Commander.
So, you are keeping company these days. Just not mine. That would depend on what vision you have for Arcadia's future. Everyone seems to think they alone know what's best for this colony.
Look, I'm not just here to gas you up with empty apologies. I want to set things right between us.
Oh, now you want to help. Where were you when the war happened? Or when I was being carted off to mental refreshment? Where were you when I actually needed you?
I know I let you down before, but give me a chance to earn back your trust. There must be something I can lend you a hand with. I know you haven't given up the fight.
I haven't the time to patch your bleeding conscience, Niles. I'm in a situation that demands my full attention.
It's Baines. My team's been caught. Pharaoh and March are dead. Protectorate are holding the rest for interrogation. A ship is inbound to take us off-world, to the consul himself. I barely managed to evade capture. Damn it! It looks like the data went through, but there's something wrong with the connection. The cipher isn't transmitting...
Found her! You there! Step away from that terminal at once!
Audra? Fuck! It's all coming apart.
I knew something was wrong. What have you gotten yourself into here, Zeb?
That was one of my operatives. I organized a mission to infiltrate the Vox to acquire valuable intelligence. But obviously, something's gone wrong. Without that cipher, the intelligence is worthless. But I'm more concerned about my people at the moment. If you're sincere in your desire to help, prove it. Rescue my friends before that ship departs with them on board. Please.
I am. Without question.
Okay. If they're sending a ship, that means my people are being held on the Vox's landing pad. Use my call sign so they'll know you for an ally. I'm certain Niles remembers it. And do exercise discretion, as well as caution. The guards at the Vox won't hesitate to fire upon you, should you be discovered.
Not to worry. This is exactly the sort of thing we're trained to handle.
Yes, but the uniform doesn't stop bullets, as I'm sure you recall.
Good thing we know a doctor then.
Then let's hope the ship also takes its time arriving, and that my friend's pain threshold withstands any attempts to soften them up for the consul.
Wow, container, je me l'ai tiré. Bordel. On peut pas nager. Au moins. Chier, faites un saut.
Engaging hostile life forms.
C'est pas une bonne idée.
Get the signal.
Engaging combat protocols.
Confronting threat.
C'est pas ça que je voulais faire.
Different than I expected. Not that I had high hopes for T. I surely wouldn't be opposed. Reckon you can put my name on a cake too? Just aside, I must have imagined how that conversation was going to go a dozen times over the years. Never counted on Zebulon being so barbed. Maybe I ought to apologize straight away. But I'm not convinced I did the wrong thing, leaving. Had I stayed, who knows? Likely I'd have gotten us both killed. Let's just say my ambitions were bigger than my talents after I recovered from Horizon Point. Still believed I could change the world back then. Anyway, I appreciate the check-in, Commander. Was there anything else you needed?
Ah, c'est pas ça que je voulais faire. J'ai pas pêché une grenade.
waste them. On your command.
Unusual levels of Zeranium detected ahead. Caution is...
J'ai pas le choix de faire l'émission. Ah, d'un fini. Mais ça ici, ça m'intrigue plus que la mission originale. Ben, la mission secondaire.
Emergency protocols ready.
Seems nowhere in Paradise Island's going untouched by this war.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed! No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate Rapt is a dangerous Rapt. You're kidding, right? Look, even if you did somehow prove to be dangerous or something vaguely approximating it, I still rather fancy my odds in a fight. Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here? Right. The streamlined architecture and artfully mauled bodies really do it for you, huh? I'm Inez Silung, Auntie's choice. Former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. Minister Milver Street of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. Not my most exciting assignment, but suppose we can't expect much with the stalemate on this island. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My graft, needs some bolstering. But if the Raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none. When there's paperwork, there's enemy secrets. And dropping Raptidons on the place is a quick way to stop any personnel keen on destroying those secrets before we find them. It's a kinder fate than if they survived. Allowing us to walk off with this intel would surely land any survivor in front of the firing squad. Or sentimental refreshment. This place is an archive of Protectorate censorship. If it's been sanitized, censored, or rewritten out of the Protectorate's history, the Ministry's where you'll find it. And apparently there's some highly sensitive intel about mental refreshment hereabouts. The Minister sent me here to find it. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Other than punch a hole in my armor, cause Huel at the saloon to yell in consternation, not much, at present. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. Not yet. Not for a long time neither, if I got anything to say about it. Truth is, my time is coming. The graft's making me sick, and it'll kill me if I leave it be. But I ain't giving up. There's gotta be a way to fix it. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the grafting program. And when I say it was shuttered, I mean completely fucking demolished. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. It was that much of an embarrassment. In the wake of such a failure, it's left us grafted folks with no support. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a time. She's a good one.
Sim, spasibo. Pá.
If the graft were an imaginary boo-boo, I wouldn't be in this mess, friend. It's paperwork that's the problem. You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter. That right. Suppose if you've been in my position and managed to do well for yourself, could be an option worth keeping on the table, if all else fails. Get the feeling you will. Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're keen. Just mind the wraps. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract. Law knows I could use a lucky break.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice.
And I'll take care of him, Commander.
Confronting threat.
Great. First there on the walls.
Hell. I've stood this post so many times I can do it in my sleep.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to dispose of it.
How do you eat Purpleberry Crunch?
That must be the greenhouse. You know, one where that Emmeline is supposed to be moving stolen goods.
I'm simply not credulous. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my time to be able to cater to the curious at the moment. I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So, I'm on my own here. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work? Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you? It doesn't? I know a slew of folks missing pieces of themselves who disagree. All because they weren't bright enough to mind their own business when they clearly should have. Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you? Because all these plants were unknown inside Auntie's choice. And there's a good chance we can make something of them. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature. Then we push the new product on the market. And my contract says I get 0.003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. So you know, this is a pretty big deal for me. Quite the setup, ain't it? Before we took Fairfield, Auntie's Choice didn't have anything like this. Every kind of plant we've got was made to thrive in a chemical vat. But the Protectorate grows all their grains the old-fashioned way, with water and soil and actual fertilizer. I can't decide if it's adorably quaint or just plain daft. Then again, they all only have one job, so they have the time to indulge in all those sorts of archaic whimsies. Damn lucky Crabble copulators. Research mostly. Some wholesale. And as the base for some small batch, highly exclusive, limited edition retail runs. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature. Then we push the new product on the market. And my contract says I get 0.003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising. Well, I've got a lot left.
All sorts.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
Mais fais attention, Nal, je t'ai fait le tirer dessus.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just tarot excrement. Heavens. Auntie, you scared the living daylights out of me. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that.
Ouais, je pense après cette discussion-là, je vais prendre ma diff.
You know, you might be right. I'm reliably certain I did not want to find out. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another unfleshly manifestation. Sure as I am, there's a fine tale to be told there. I've got one of my own to share with a more pressing need to address. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse, late. Figured it for Emily, but when I asked her about it, she didn't know what I was talking about. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished. I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you. And I ain't spied anything more exciting than a chair. But then, a being of pure information probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary. Too tiresome, would be my guess. That sort of name-calling is unwelcome and uncalled for. If you don't want to help, then be on your way. No one nailing your feet to the ground. I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene. Just be careful. Hate to see you disappeared like that foodstuffs.
Bon, moi je vais finir ma diffusion là. Je sais que j'étais supposé faire la mission principale, mais là je commence un petit peu à trouver ça le temps long. Moi, je vous dis bonne nuit. À la prochaine. Quand je vais finir ce jeu, ça va être chez Borderlands 4. Moi, je vous dis bonne nuit. Oubliez pas de vous abonner. À peu près à liker. Et à la prochaine. Et je partage ma diffusion sur ma page Facebook aussi en même temps. Donc, si vous voulez, vous êtes aimé nos win sur Facebook, rien que regardez sur ma page Facebook. Donc, je vous dis à la prochaine. Bye! Putain.